Check them out, check them out. The coach here, the coach is always appreciated.
It smells real nice.
It does.
Looks like you may have gotten it. Look at that, baby.
Next step is to throw it back on the new seat and get everything installed in the car.
Very, very scary and dangerous. Looks like we might be in business here, folks.
I'm hyped. Seats feel amazing. My back hurts from doing all that work, so it's gonna be nice to drop on some nice, comfy seats. Alrighty, so today we got a very exciting video, something I wanted to do for a very long time. I just had to wait for the right time. I found a great set online on eBay. I actually had to drive down to PA to get them, but today we are installing, I know it's gonna sound lame, but we're installing LCI sports seats on the F30. Check them out, check them out. I know this kind of looks like it was filmed in like a crack den, but like El Chapo's basement. But yeah, here they are, baby. Alrighty, so as you can see, we got some great lighting down here, perfect for filming a video. We got this nice buzzing overhead light from a kidnapped person's basement. We've got a nice cemetery light over here with the cemetery headstone to actually match it, which is pretty cool, like the cemetery entrance sign. Very spooky. We also have this chessboard from Jumanji. I actually opened it once and I got teleported to a village in the middle of the Amazon. And I had to like fight a bunch of bears and like this thing came to life. It was kind of weird. So I told myself I would never spend money on seats because I already have seats, right? But I always told myself if a specific model of F80, now bear with me, these aren't F80 seats. I always told myself a specific model of F80 seats came up. They're like the cloth version, whatever, you know, not like, they don't say M3, they just say M, I would buy them. Now those, 11, 1,200 bucks, don't have that kind of money, you know, we're broke. But my boy Seamus, his Instagram, I think it's, what is it?
F80
It's
Seamus.
F80
Yeah,
Seamus
it's
now?
F80.
You know, I mean, that boy's got that F80, good for him. But he had an F30 beforehand, and I sat in those seats, and I mean, I was just teleported to a different world. There's not a lot of information on anywhere, but I guess when like BMW over the time improved their like Dakota like fake leather thing, and in my car, I'll insert a video here, you can literally knock on the leather.
Leather ain't supposed to do that.
On these, you can't. They're a lot better. These have like the white stripes right here, the white stitching. It kind of goes with like my interior, everything that's in there. I think it looks pretty good. So once I found out about that, downgraded from the F80 seats, and I was like, you know, these are something that I think I'm gonna wanna buy. But I was like, man, the odds of finding these somewhere are gonna be nothing. Shipping is like 500 bucks, doesn't make sense. I was just gonna wait till I got an F80 to get cooler seats. However, I was meandering on the internet the other day, a couple weeks ago, and I got these seats came up, and I was like, hold up. They were from a 2017 340i GT, same mounting points, same everything. Comes with the same options. They were pretty clean, like they're really clean. There's not a single thing wrong with them. The car only had like 17,000 miles on them. The car only had like 17,000 miles on it, and they were like, he told me I could pay him 400 bucks cash. And there's no shipping. It was down at Prussian Motors, right near Philly, so it was a nice little day trip. And yeah, I went down there, picked it up, saw it, they felt really good. They're a worlds better. However, they've been sitting for a little bit. So today, we're gonna go ahead, give these things a nice wash. Got all these products here, courtesy of my boy Dirty's Detailing. Literally the best in the game. You gotta go check them out.
Let's get a little product showcase.
We'll get this started. All right, so product showcase. We've got the coach here. The coach is always appreciated. Gotta love some coach.
Leather Star.
Yeah, put me on. We're gonna see how this works. They give me a whole instruction manual. We got the Car Pro. The inside, that'll be kind of cool. And then we just got some applicators here. Apparently these are the best applicators in the game, so we're gonna go ahead and use these.
All right, step one, use the Scrub Ninja to clean the seats with the Car Pro inside. Use the brush to get into any hard to reach cracks and crevices.
Spray on
Just spray it on the, yeah, spray it on the applicator. Why don't you spray it right on there? Should I get the light? I have a light in the garage.
Oh my God. Oh shit. That's a very strange consistency.
It smells real nice.
It does. Dad bought this behemoth of Ethernet.
Oh. He got a bum knee. That's what he's got, a bum knee.
That is true. I got me a bum knee.
That's looking real nice. Real nice.
It's going good.
Got onto the second seat. We already did the one here.
I'm a little unprepared, but we'll figure it out.
Impact. We'll see y'all at Impact in August. Be there.
Oh my gosh.
All right, where are we at now? Wiping these seats down?
Yep, we're wiping them down, getting everything off, getting like the cleaner off, and then we're going to
Let them dry.
let them dry it with the dry microfiber, and then we are going to just let the rest of it air dry, let it all get completely dry, like wait like 15, 20 minutes is kind of what I was recommended, and then hit it with the Leather Pro, and then we should be in business. Alrighty, so got the Leather Star on here, and we're just going to kind of just blot it, then apply.
So it's a blotting.
Yeah, it's like a tap, then apply. See what I did there?
Look at that. This is the Coach Chemi stuff.
Yeah, this is the Coach.
The Coach, bud.
This will make these seats real nice.
Like, where they'll be so smooth. It's like when you like slip out of the seat when you sit in it.
Yeah. We're making this leather look real good here,
It's looking really nice. It's looking nice and refreshed.
These seats have been sitting in a warehouse in Pennsylvania for like a year.
Pennsylvania.
It was kind of down in Pennsylvania, honestly.
Alrighty, these are looking pretty darn good. Look at that.
Wipe it down with like a little microfiber towel. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way they came out.
Look good. So what's next up? Just let these kind of dry and then pop in the car?
Yeah, we'll come back here in a few days. These will be, sitting for multiple days. Anyone who saw me drop that, I dropped it on this side. I'm not using that side. These will be sitting for multiple days, so they'll have ample time to air dry. I'm deep cleaning, but they're gonna get dirty. We're in like Jigsaw's basement, so there's gonna be like dust and stuff falling from the ceiling, like just naturally, the house settling. You put in that clip from the Scary Movie. Oh, it's just a house settling from a haunted house. It was mainly just trying to improve the quality of the leather before I put them in the car, getting like a true deep clean. I really don't have any complaints with these seats. I mean, obviously, I haven't installed them and I haven't seen if they've like fully worked. These are like luminescent, I think, I don't know. Yeah, the only thing that I want to try to maybe get fixed is if you like zoom in right down here, I'll maybe go to Dirty's Detailing, see if you can get this out with a steamer, but like, looks like something was spilled like here. It's like, this is like a little hard. It's just like a little tough.
Yeah, it's your passenger though. So.
Yeah, it's the passenger. And as long as like the seat heater works, and I've sat in this seat before and like you really can't tell that it's like tough. I mean, you were sitting in here earlier, right? I wanted to clean them. Like there's no point in testing them, taking them back out, cleaning them, and putting them back in. If I got to sell them online because they don't work, and someone doesn't give a shit about like seat heating or something, then maybe I'll get a few extra dollars for these being clean. But yeah, I mean, I just went through both seats with this entire applicator and it's still pretty much completely white. So you'll love to see that. Got no oils or anything on there. I'm gonna leave both of these out. So I think it came out really great. Shout out to Dirty's Detailing like store, or Detailing Surplus, wherever I got all this stuff from. Shout out to Coach, shout out to Car Pro, shout out to Prussian Motors for making this happen. So, it's gonna be a few days for me, but a few seconds for you guys. I will see you in the install day. Peace. Alrighty, today is day 3. We are finally taking these seats out of the car or putting the new ones in. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I got my boy Colby behind the camera here. He's gonna be helping me out. A little bit more technically inclined than I am, so it should be, I don't know if I'd be able, it's pretty easy, but it'll be nice to have him here. And yeah, we'll give you guys the rundown. No camera today. I know it's on an iPhone. My brother kind of screwed me, left me no SD card, but it is what it is. So we'll get started and we'll keep you guys posted. Let's do it. Alrighty, so we have all 4 of these T50s off. Last one, we just got to get back here on the seatbelt so we can swap that over. And then we're gonna bring this back to a central position, kind of get it as close as possible. We're gonna go ahead and do it with the other side as well. Then we're gonna disconnect the battery, let it sit for like 15 minutes, because I've read everywhere online that's kind of what the recommendation is you let it sit. And so yeah, so we're gonna let it sit for about 15-ish minutes, because everywhere I've read online they say let it sit, and to avoid any SRS faults, and you plug it back in. We're gonna take it out, swap the modules over, and get it back in, and hope that we don't have any codes. So keep y'all posted. Alrighty, got this seat unbolted. Everything is all good. I don't want to take the seatbelt tensioner off yet, actually, because read online it could maybe trigger an airbag, and that would suck. Do not want to set off an airbag. Yeah, so last thing we just got to do real quick is we're gonna disconnect the battery terminals. Let this thing sit for 15-20 minutes. So we don't trigger a fault. At least that's what I read online. I'm just gonna do that, can't hurt. I'm gonna grub real quick, and then we're gonna take the seats out, swap the seat belts, swap the modules over, and throw everything back in and pray for no codes. If we get a code, bring it to my boy Munir, see what happens, see what he can do, and we'll go from there.
Alrighty, car has been sitting, battery disconnected for 15-ish minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and take all this hardware off and get these seats out.
Went ahead and got everything off. So we're gonna try to figure out the best way to maneuver. Sorry, get the seat on out of here. Looks like we may have gotten it. Look at that, baby. Got the seat all out of the car. Boom, just like that.
And now we're going to take the modules from the old seats, take them out and swap them over to the new seats. Alrighty, so we just gotta unplug these connections, the connection that goes to the power seat motor, and yeah, get it tossed onto the new one. Nothing like a not flawless install. Broke a little tab there. Should be all right. Just gotta get a pick tool in there to push that out, but rats. Alrighty, so I got the seat belt off, I got the module off, got everything off. Next step is to throw it back on the new seat and get everything installed in the car. We got everything off, got the seat belt module swapped over. We're getting the seat module itself swapped over, and we're gonna throw this back in the car. Everything looks good. I got the seat belt module hooked up. I got the actual module hooked up. Everything here, gonna go ahead and throw it back into the car, and we are gonna be all good. And we're gonna go ahead and do the other side. Plug back in the battery, check it out.
You need something to push those in, right?
No, you can actually just get like your thumb.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
stick it
the release
underneath.
right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we got Paps working on the other seat here, disconnecting the modules. Got them hard at work.
Oh, we're pimping.
Alrighty, got the modules off of the passenger side now. Got the tensioner off as well. Oh yeah, we're gonna swap everything over. On this side, we're gonna go ahead and throw it in. Realistically, you know, I always like to prepare for the worst. I'm expecting maybe a code when I throw it in there. But over the next few days, we'll get that sorted out. Everything is swapped over on this one. We're looking all good here. About to throw the...
So what you're going to do is take this seat and put it in there.
No.
Not that seat, but this seat.
This is the seat. That's the old seat.
Yeah.
No, that seat's turning into a bar stool.
Yes. This is the pimping seat now. That seat, we'll be back in a video in a little while. We're going to take that seat, move it to a garage seat. Nice recliner so you can watch TV and movies. It's going to be great. We'll get back to you on that one.
All right, gonna throw it in, just plug that all in. We're gonna put the battery back in and we're going to see what happens. Hopefully the car doesn't explode. We got Colby over here battening down the hatches, getting that seatbelt tensioner hooked up. My passenger flies out the front window. It is Colby's fault. Got Paps over here reassembling the old seat. We're gonna put these to good use, like he said in a later video, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. We're at the finishing touches here.
Just gonna do some research here to figure out what the, I guess, protocol is for, you know, if I just hook the battery back up, or do I have to wait a little bit, or do I have to, because like I don't want any of these like airbags going off or faults. I mean, like I said, I'm sure I'm gonna get some faults, but hope it's manageable. Hope it's just like a occupancy fault. You know, I hope I don't get like 1,000 other faults.
I'm going to go ahead and reconnect the battery. Come over here. Very, very scary and
This
dangerous.
only had the blue and the white on here.
Dangerous game.
Half expecting this to work.
No way.
This one, no. Just want to tell you, I was 100% sure.
All right.
You know why? Because I had the headlamp on.
Alrighty, so testing the driver's side here.
Look at that, baby. A little bit of noise from down in there, but it don't matter. It's got my memories and everything too. Let's see. Lumbar going in and out. Rear coming in and out. All right. Looks like we might be in business here, folks. Thank you, Colby.
So quick user tip 101. You're gonna want to install these bolts when you're done before you take off and rip it down the road and do a quick pull. So,
Exactly. Or else this happens.
yeah. Tip 101, that's it.
We'll put them right there.
Alrighty, excuse how dirty the car is. Seats are in. Everything works. I just gotta test the seat heat. I'll do that on the way home. I do have an airbag light. It's for the passenger restraint system. I imagine it's for the occupancy sensor. Let's just double check in here. Yeah, passenger restraint system. So we'll go to Prestige either tomorrow or Thursday and get that figured out. But in the meantime, everything else works. Took a while, started about like 9 o'clock, it's like 12:15. But yeah, with the help of Dad, Colby, Fitz Ramos on YouTube, got her done. So I'm hyped, seats feel amazing. My back hurts from doing all that work, so it's gonna be nice to drop on some nice, comfy seats. And yeah, thank y'all for tuning in.